Hi guys.
Hi.
When did you guys realize the show was a success? When you said, "Okay, I'm famous now. This is going
No,
great."
I
don't
mean,
think
we
we've
don't.
gotten there.
Yeah,
We haven't gotten there yet.
I try very hard not to, and I think a lot of us
Yeah.
try very hard not to see what we do in terms of fame and success. I think, especially as
It's
people
just separate
who've
as
worked
well.
as actors and who have done other jobs to subsidize their acting career and their acting dreams. I know, speaking from my personal experience, I've done jobs all over the world in things that I really didn't want to do, to help me pay my rent or so I could eat, so I could pursue acting. I think looking at, for me, what I see as successful is I'm working. And we're doing well, we enjoy our show, people enjoy watching it. That
we
to
love
me is
what we do.
successful.
Well, I guess a staple of one thing we can say for success is coming here and seeing that we have a group of people that are so dedicated to the work that we put out that they waited at the airport. Last night they waited in the rain all day for hours to see us because of the work that we gave them.
We keep saying that, but it really is the reason.
It is.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, we're fortunate enough to be able to do what we love for a living, and to have a positive effect on someone's life means the world to us.
Yeah.
I was at your panel yesterday at
Oh,
Comic-Con
yeah.
Experience.
That was crazy, huh?
That was crazy.
Can you
Yeah.
hear okay? Is everything
Yeah.
good? 'Cause it was
Yeah.
pretty loud.
At the
loud.
end, everybody went to the front to take pictures of you
Yeah.
guys.
Were you part of the
so-
mannequin challenge? Did you do something?
Oh yeah.
cool?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was there.
Hey, there you go.
I might be in the
right now.
video. I don't-
3, 2, 1, go! Oh wow, they actually did it.
So, how did you feel the reception here in Brazil? Did you talk to the fans?
Yeah, it's
they're
mind blowing
wonderful.
to see so many people who, as we're saying, who care about what we do and are so passionate about what we do and about us as people. Very, very often, a lot of the fans we met here for Shadowhunters were also interested in the other jobs that I'd done in my past, which is really interesting. And even some of the interviews were bringing up questions about that.
Yeah.
Which it's people who actually care about us as people rather than very often we see people who care about Jace or Clary or Alec but they care about those characters, but they care about us as well. As they care about these characters, but they care about us as people, which I think is
You know, it
a
sounds
big
super
distinction.
cute
here.
when you say us.
Us? I say it was Zed.
But
Yeah, us.
the warmth and the passion has been really overwhelmingly wonderful.
Also, I got to meet a couple there. I don't know if you guys have a couple of fans that like their Twitter handles.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I recognize that fan. I got to meet one of them yesterday. I was like,
Yeah?
that's so
that's so
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
she
we
gave me a whole
finally
book.
got to meet
Yeah.
the fans from Twitter that we see in person, so that was really nice.
Very cool.
So, which aspects of the show each of you like the most? Like the fights, the love.
Well,
Fights is always fun.
You know what's
The fights are great.
the scenes that you like where you walk away and you're like, oh, this was really
This
fun.
was
like
good,
hours go by.
yeah.
This was good.
We did
Yes.
everything we
Sometimes-
could have done in that scene.
We had a
It
scene.
was,
We had a
yeah.
scene in 9 that we did as a pickup, right? Yeah.
Which scene?
With Maris.
Oh yeah.
my God.
Yeah, that was
I think the scene came out well, but it felt
It felt good.
It felt good.
Yeah.
Which was
3
nice.
too, and I've seen that.
I had a
that
scene with
section of
Harry
3.
that was really fun because we had the opportunity to block the scene. We ran through what we wanted. And then as we were walking back, like, what, that doesn't feel right for what's actually going on. And we got to go back, and the director was like, yeah, rework the whole scene. We did it all over again just to make sure that it was good. And then that was one of the days where we're like, well, we did real work today. Like, we really moved forward.
For us too, we had a scene from episode 8 that we shot that was a really big scene for both of our characters, and we ended up having to reshoot it. And we had a lot of fun with it the first time, but coming back to it a second time, we found so many more things, so many different things.
and there's a killer scene that Isaiah has also that is
Oh,
really
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I think the worst thing is when you do a scene, you walk away and you're like, oh man, that
We
didn't.
didn't get there.
That
It
wasn't
wasn't
that
right.
wasn't
Yeah.
right.
We
That
didn't-
didn't
yeah.
that doesn't match my. It doesn't. That's the worst feeling. But
Yeah.
luckily, we've had the opportunity.
And
It
when
very,
you-
very rarely happens.
And when you watch it, because maybe I don't know if you like to watch yourself.
It takes a long time for me to be removed
I
from
don't
it
like
enough
to.
to
You
enjoy
have
it.
to.
I like to watch it. You learn from it.
That
Yeah,
is true.
it's
Sometimes
important.
it's not easy,
Very
but you learn
important.
from it.
Yeah.
I've heard that actors never saw some of their movies or stuff.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
which
That's
it's
great.
I
just
don't
a
think I would-
personal preference,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
especially for me, like I'm still learning so
Yeah.
much as an actor that I think it's really important that I watch myself, just even from points of view where I'll watch it and I'm like, oh man, I was making that face.
Yeah, that
Right,
remember
exactly,
you learn
exactly.
what doesn't work, what does work. You
Yeah.
need to watch
It's
it a
very
little bit.
important.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that we see the footage at the same time the fans do.
Yeah, they
probably
do
We
not
rarely
show
see
us
it.
anything.
No, we don't get
We
anything.
rarely
That's
see
so
it.
fair.
I know.
It's very hard
Right.
for us when we have to live tweet or something because most of the time we're
'Cause
trying to
we're
watch.
trying to watch
Watching
instead
And
of
who knows
tweeting.
what gets
Yeah.
edited in, edited out. It's
Yeah.
just
Right.
that's how
We never
films
know.
are made.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I did so good in that scene and they took it off.
Oh,
Right, yeah.
I'm going to a Brando quote.
And I work a lot with Game of Thrones, and I interviewed many of the actors, and some of them
jealous.
don't like to. Let's go. They don't like to read the books, and some of them they do like to read it.
Yeah.
Some of them don't like to know if they're going to die.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? What's it like for you?
We have a
guys?
lot of different
It's
points
very,
of
yeah,
view
very
within
similar
our cast.
within the cast. It's all very different. Kat and Alberto.
I felt that I needed to read all the books. I
As
needed
did
to
I.
I
get
would too.
every
Yeah.
bit of information that I needed to help craft this person. But that was just my perspective.
Yeah,
Exactly,
I'm
and-
kind of the other side of that coin in that I read the first one, I understand the world, I understand exactly like who we are, but as far as my journey and what happens in the future, I don't need to know that because it's going to influence what I'm doing on the day. If I know that, you know, Sebastian's coming in and he's going to do this or with these people or
But
this is
it-
going to
but it's
happen to these
also-
characters, that doesn't help me. It actually kind of hinders me a little bit because I have that
It's
in my head when I'm
character-oriented
doing
thinking about it as
the
well.
stuff that I have to be
I read
present
the
in with
first
Jax.
book as a base, and then now I'm just letting like the scripts take me to where I need to go.
I
mean,
think
go
there's enough difference though that it's you can't rely on the books completely.
That's
No,
exactly
not at
it,
all.
yeah.
I mean, I fell in love with the story and with the world, and with I kind of got caught up in it, and I couldn't stop reading. But even just the way Clary looks at characters, or the little things that she notices about them, it's those details that, for me at least, help when I'm crafting the character.
And I heard some of you got tattoos
Yeah.
of the
Yes.
rules.
That's
Is that
true, yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
Can you show us, or is it private?
My pants are very tight.
Mine was right.
Yeah, it's on the back of our car.
It's right here.
And how was that? What were you
It was
thinking?
at
It was
the.
at the rap party.
didn't
Well,
know
let's
what
just-
it
let's
was.
just say it was the
Fast
end of the
and loose.
season. It was a celebratory night.
Yeah.
And we put the cherry on top.
It was the
Of a
perfect way
wonderful season.
to wrap up the first season.
And you have other tattoos, or
I
it was
have
the
a few, yeah.
No, not yet.
your first one?
Yeah, mine
Yeah.
too.
Same.
Cool. And would you guys do it?
I can't do tattoos. It's not for me.
You don't?
Some
We
people- some
tried
people like
already.
them.
We
I
tried.
We've
love
been
to
trying.
see
I couldn't have it on
women
my
and men
skin.
with tattoos. I love to see it, but I don't know. I just don't see myself with tattoos.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
you.